You're watching Theme Park Worldwide, where today I'm here in the beautiful British weather at Drayton Manor Theme Park. Now yes, a bit of a change to the weather from my trip out to Florida. However, earlier today, Drayton Manor made a huge announcement on social media revealing their brand new themed area opening in spring 2022. And the exciting news is, much like Adventure Cove last year, I'm actually on site here in the brand new themed area known as Vikings. Now, you're going to have to excuse the weather today. As you can see, it is absolutely horrible. But you know what? There is a lot of work taking place here on site. I had to come here as soon as I got back from Florida and come and check out exactly what is going on. So yes, we're going to be filming a few different episodes over the coming weeks, so stay tuned for those, all leading up to that set to be announced date in spring 2022, when you're going to be able to come here to Drayton Manor and step into this brand new themed area. And I'll tell you what, it seems so weird just stepping back into the park. I've not been since Christmas and seeing all of this work taking place. So come and join us. We're going to battle the weather and yeah, make the most of it, because you know what, I couldn't pass up the opportunity coming down here today and showing you everything that's going on. Let's go. So once again, I'm joined by Jonathan Hitching here at Drayton Manor, the Director of Safety and Operations. Jonathan, it's great to see you again.
Great to have you back again, Sean.
Yeah, so if you could talk a little bit about the Vikings project and yeah, what we can see happening here today.
Of course, well, it's great to again have Lucan investing into the park and creating a brand new area into Drayton. The planning for this kind of started almost over a year ago, February 21. When we started to think about the concept for the area and what rides we were going to purchase. That then led forward to contract negotiations with the ride manufacturers, and then onto the civils, planning, the layout of the area, and all the construction pieces. So the rides that we've got here are the Zamperla Nebulas, which is behind me, so that's a UK first. From Zamperla. We've got the Disco Coaster, also from Zamperla, Pony Trek from Metalbauer, and we're incorporating our current, what is the Buffalo ride, into the area, and that's undergoing a facelift and a re-theme into the area. So the construction phase started at the end of last season, when that closed in November. The contractors rolled in and started installing the foundations. On the Disco Coaster, for example, there's 140 piles underneath the foundations, and that kind of piling process took a couple of months, and then kind of foundations and all the ducting and drainage, all that stuff that's underground, took place through the course of the winter, amongst all the snow and rain, and then we've kind of come up to more present day, where in the last couple of weeks we've started having the rides installed. The buildings have been in process, and now we're really into the finishing straight. So over the next few weeks, we'll be really bringing the area more into life. The buildings getting themed, painted, more of the props and the theming and the landscaping of the area will come into the area and really bring the whole area into life.
Well, it sounds like there's so much work going on, which is great to see. Thanks for the insight there, Jonathan, into Vikings. Let's continue having a look around. While the weather might be absolutely terrible today, well, there is so much work going on here at Drayton Manor, which is fantastic to see. And we're going to be covering it all in these exclusive on-site updates. Starting off just here by taking a look at the entrance portal to the area, and I've got to say the entrance archway is going to be absolutely fantastic, with the roller coaster track running over the top just there. Now, you may recognize that track. It's actually the former Buffalo roller coaster that has had a re-theme as part of the Vikings project. So let's go and talk more about that. So the attraction is being rethemed into Jormungandr, and yes, this is the former Buffalo coaster having a complete transformation. As you can see, the team are currently working on the station just there, and yeah, you can see the new pitched roof that's going on the top there as well, and it's going to look absolutely awesome when it's complete. And yeah, it's great to see the new theming that's going on to there, completely transforming the ride. Now, it's not just the station that's being transformed. The actual train itself that used to be a buffalo is being remodeled into a sea serpent from Norse mythology, which is really exciting, and I cannot wait to see the train, especially with how the coaster is really going to interact with this area. When it was the buffalo previously, it was kind of out here on its own. Now it's going to be right here in the heart of Vikings. Next up then, it's time to talk about one of 3 new rides coming into Vikings. It's going to be known as Sleipnir, and yes, at the moment early groundwork is taking place. However, the station itself is really coming on. Now, in terms of what this ride is going to be, it's actually officially known as a pony trek ride, and you will actually sit on a horse as part of this experience. So yes, you can see the station building, and this gives us our first look at the architecture of the Vikings area, and I've got to say, I'm loving the details, especially on the top just there. You notice the horses just on the top of the roof, which looks fantastic. Where I'm standing right now is where the track is going to go for this attraction. It's going to run all the way around here, kind of around the back of the tree just there. You can kind of see how the land is being cut away at the moment. And yeah, of course, complete a circuit around the edge of the tree. So we'll go around the corner and have a look at the station building, which is really progressing nicely. Well, as you can hear, it's a very active construction site. There is a lot of work taking place all around us, which is great to see. I've been coming to Drayton Manor ever since I was a kid, and just to see a brand new area on this site is very exciting. But yeah, you can see the station building there for the ride, and of course where the queue line is going to be as well. Just off to the right here, this will actually be a photo unit, and yeah, you can see all of that now starting to come together. But yes, it's a brand new ride as part of the area. So the ride is set to be manufactured by Metabauer. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that come together and all the track going into place. Now, before we talk about the other 2 ride installations here, both of which are brand new, just want to talk about one of the food options that's going to be here in the area. And yeah, you can see the building for Valhalla coming together here just behind me. And yeah, let's have a look at some of the details on here. So this will be the perfect place to refuel whilst you're enjoying your Viking adventure here at Drayton Manor. And yeah, as you can see, the building is coming together really nicely. I love the details up there on the top. You can see you've got the knife and fork as part of the roof structure. Obviously the serving window out the front here as well. And yeah, the building's really starting to come together now. And over the next few weeks, you're really going to start to see this develop. And that's why I wanted to show you this now in the early stages. Because in the coming weeks, we're going to see this area here be transformed into a seating area. There'll be a barbecue, and it's going to come together really nicely and be the perfect place for food inside Vikings. So I've already covered 2 of the attractions here in the area and also the brand new food outlets. Now let's talk about 2 more brand new rides that are coming here as part of Vikings at Drayton Manor. One of which is absolutely huge, and you can see it here in place behind me. It is of course a Zamperla Disco, and it's actually one of the disco coaster models, meaning that of course you got the hill that you can see just behind me here in the middle of the ride. Now you got to think this is a huge ride to have here at Drayton Manor, and the location of it I am a big fan of as well. So yeah, let's have a closer look at the installation of the disco coaster. Well, here's another angle then, looking at the Zamperla Disco. It's going to be known as Thor, and yeah, a huge structure as you can see just here. Looks great as part of the area, and I've just got to say, the fact that we're seeing these brand new rides going onto this piece of land is fantastic. Worth pointing out that in the history of the park, this area hasn't had ride installations before. I remember coming here and watching the fireworks on here when I was a kid, so it's really nice to actually see ride installations going onto here, and especially with the location of the Zamperla Disco, because you've got to imagine once this is all complete, the queue line is going to run down here. In fact, just down the bottom there, you can see part of the queue line that's in place, and you're also going to get some spectacular views looking over towards the other side of the park across the lake just there, Adventure Cove. So yeah, Shockwave looks fantastic, Stormforce 10, and yeah, you're really going to get to see that and appreciate it. And likewise the other way as well, looking over towards this new area, you're going to see the disco, and yeah, it's going to look absolutely fantastic. And of course, yeah, I'm really impressed with the scale of this, and the location I think is perfect for this as well. Now you can see it over there in the background. You had a little sneak peek. Let's go and have a closer look at the final new addition here in this area. It's known as Loki. Now this is definitely the ride that I am most looking forward to in this themed area. Loki, you can see it there behind me. Now this is actually a Zamperla Nebulous, and fun fact for you, I actually went on the prototype version at IAAPA quite a few years ago in Orlando, and I remember saying back then how amazing that this will be as an addition to a UK theme park, and to have it here at Drayton Manor, I am really pleased. This is the perfect family ride, and the beauty of it is, as you can see, it is really nicely themed as well. It's not got kind of the generic Zamperla standard with the lights on. This is beautifully themed, all the details on there. You've got the gondolas, you can see the ride mechanism there in the middle. That isn't theming in the middle, by the way. That is actually part of the mechanism for the ride, which is really cool. I actually thought that was part of the theming, but from speaking to the engineers here at the park, no, that is actually part of the design of the ride, which I think is fascinating. They've designed a piece of engineering that looks good and also is practical and is needed as part of the ride system as well. So let's have a closer look at Loki just here, because I think this looks gorgeous. Well, I tell you what, this looks awesome, doesn't it? And yeah, I'm going to take you for a nice closer look just here at the gondola. As you can see, all the details on there. It looks incredible, doesn't it? But yeah, what a change in weather coming back from Florida and coming here back to the UK. But you know what, I am so pleased to be here, and of course a huge thank you to Drayton Manor for allowing me to come on the construction site. We did it last year with Adventure Cove, which was great, and yeah, this year with Vikings. But look at that, oh, it looks amazing, doesn't it? Apocalypse towering in the background just there as well, and yeah, look at all the details. But I love it, like the wooden effects on there. You can also see the operator's cabin over there as well, again following the theme of all the buildings here in the area. And yeah, something that I really like is the flooring down here as well that's going into place. You got to think it is still very much an active construction site at the moment, hence why I've got my hard hat on. You know, there's a lot going on here. However, in the next episode we're going to be filming a few of these for you to enjoy. In the next video you're really going to start to see you know, how this is coming together even more, like the general infrastructure of it all, like the pathways, and so much work kind of went into the you know, putting in the foundation, so to speak, all the electrical pipes, the water pipes, all of that underneath, what you don't really see. And then of course all the buildings and the ride hardware going up. A hell of a lot of work goes into this, and that's a big part of why I wanted to get down here now and show you the site as it is today. And you're really going to see it by the next episode, progressing massively. But there you go, a look there at the awesome Zamperla Nebulas. Cannot wait to ride that and see it in action, and you're going to get some great views across the themed area, and also looking over towards the lake as well, because it spins round. Well, there we go. I might have been here in the pouring rain, but you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm just happy to be here on the construction site and seeing this, and of course having this unique opportunity to actually be inside the site and showing you this. And you know what? I've even got my nicely themed hard hat on, and I will be back very soon bringing you another update, because like I say, and as you've seen throughout this video, it is still very much an active construction site. The ride hardware is going in and testing will be starting very soon. And of course the exciting thing is we're going to be covering that here on Theme Park Worldwide, thanks to the team here at Drayton Manor, and yeah, showing you the testing phase and how it's all coming together. The flooring is going to be going in, and of course all of the theming throughout the area. Another big part of it is also the landscaping that's going to make this area as well, because there's lots of trees to be planted, and yeah, you're really going to start to see that all come alive. The ride hardware is in, but obviously there's so much more to this area that we're going to get to see in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for future episodes. Of course, this new land will be opening in spring 2022, so keep your eyes peeled here on Theme Park Worldwide, and don't forget to give a follow to all of the official Drayton Manor social media channels, and yes, stay tuned for future updates, because things are getting very exciting here at Drayton Manor. Brand new themed area, and it's great to be bringing you this exclusive on-site construction update. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you to the park, and that leaves me with one final thing to say: get out there and keep on riding. Let's go and get dry.